I'm streaming as I'm going to work. I'm cutting it really close this time. If anything, I might get there like exactly the same time. Everything was going great this morning. I went to the gym, got out at a good time, got home, had breakfast right away. I was getting ready to take a shower until somebody was like, just give me at least 5 minutes. I gotta take a shower. Make it quick then, hurry. And because of that, I'm in this little situation. I'm not saying I'm gonna get to work late, but it's just like I don't like it when I have to cut it this close. I mean, I know I'll get there on time. It takes about 25 minutes to get there, but I don't like to get there exactly. You know what I mean? But whatever's. One thing's for sure, it is possible to not only wake up early, go to the gym, and then go to work, even when they give you overtime. Because overtime, I get out at 5:30. I come back home around, if I'm lucky, before 6:30, and that gives me time to eat, chill my bed for a bit, and then go to bed, and then wake up around 2 o'clock and then go to the gym. I just found out right out that it is possible. Even though you're not exactly getting 2 hours of workout, that's fine. I'm still getting some weights in, some cardio in. You know what I mean? So it is possible. It's better than nothing, you know? Worst case scenario that could happen to me right now here is somebody gets in a car accident and it causes a major traffic jam because somebody wasn't keeping an eye on the road, and they decided to, screw everyone's day up. You know what I mean? That's what happened. What was it, 2 weeks ago, when for some reason this same freeway, the 105 freeway, there was 3 car accidents. The first one involved 3 vehicles, and then not even a mile in, there's another car accident of 2 cars there that just happened. And then there's another one. So it's like, man, what happened here? Somebody was mentioning about the Mortal Kombat archives, whoever that person was it Fonzie Play or whatever, Fonzie Play? They're still on the live streams. I don't know which ones because I made a bunch of them, but they're there, you know. And plus, it's hard to find the Mortal Kombat because his channel doesn't exist anymore. And neither that pussy ass Marshall that he fucking went and hide in TikTok. So yeah. And then I don't know if he's been uploading over there, Marshall, too, because last time I checked, which was a week ago, he hasn't uploaded. And the last time he uploaded was what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? So I don't know what's been going on with him. As for me, I'm doing okay. Actually better. I'm working. They're giving me OT. Which is cool. I don't mind, Right now I feel a little bit of like, you know what I mean, overtime. But I know, as the day progresses, I'm going to start loosening up a bit. And, how sometimes when you're at work, you feel a little bit for that moment like, but then you start loosening up. Well, that's just me. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else, But yeah, I've been good, man. I've been great. I'm still waiting on that whole situation with my dad's, supposedly he left money, which I still think there has to be money. It makes no sense that this whole time my father told me about the money, and then all of a sudden they just recently said, oh, there's no money. Are you sure? What about the bakery that my father sold? No, well, that's going to my mom. No, my father specifically said. Now, he said it, but worst case scenario, my father never wrote or signed anything or didn't notarize anything. If he didn't do that, fuck me, dude. It's up to them if they want to honor my father's wish. The thing that he wanted to do for years. If you want to say, fuck that, I want to have the money instead, then go ahead. But I think you guys are scummy for doing that. You took away my dad's fucking motel behind his back, according to what he told me. Don't know if that's true or not, but with what you just did, if they decide to go that route by not giving the money, then I'm gonna like take my dad's side. That I wouldn't be surprised if you took my father's business. You know, I'm not saying I don't believe my dad. It is possible. But, you know, am I disappointed? The only person who's going to be so disappointed is my dad. Because you really did love him and you saw him as a second father, you would have fulfilled his fucking wish. So it makes no sense that there's no money when he said that there was money. Anyways, other than that, everything's good. This driving back and forth is not that bad, but when it comes to overtime, leaving out of work is a pain in the ass because there's traffic. And it takes longer to get back home, like an extra 10 minutes, which isn't that bad, but me, just wanting to get back home and be with my cats and chill and eat dinner, yeah, you know? I'm not even naked, dude. I'm wearing my sweater and yeah. I should get to my job on time. Shouldn't be that bad. It's just that everything was going great until the person was like, oh, I need to go take a shower. Okay, go take a shower. Make it quick. And I must have gotten about 7 hours of sleep last night, so that's a good thing that I got. Because on Monday night, it took me like an hour and a half to fall asleep, and it didn't help that the freaking helicopter was flying around for like almost an hour, or maybe about 45 minutes, and that sucker kept me awake. And then this morning as I got back home from the gym, because remember my gym is like 4-minute drive, so it ain't that bad. But we'll turn into a 7-minute thing or 8-minute thing if it was in the middle of the day or in the morning when there are cars coming out and all that. Yeah, well, I can't do that, dude. Beat it when I drive? Nah. Where's the joy in that? Nah. Plus, I'm not a young guy anymore. Whoa, what are you doing? Okay, it's not that bad. The Planet Fitness, man, like people talk shit about the place, but my gym isn't really like people always describe online. Well, you know what? Like online, dude, they always talk about, yeah, this is what's happening right now to the world. It's like, and then when you go to the real world, nobody ain't talking about it. It's like whatever's, right? That's why I keep telling people, don't fucking get too obsessed with the internet. You tried what? And the gym where I go, the Planet Fitness, I had a feeling they were going to upgrade something, and they did. They started to put brand new equipment. They put more pull cable machines. There's a lot more, and they replaced all of the old machines with newer machines, and they run a lot better. You get more effect, you know. Today I was working mostly back with the machines and everything. And then some shoulders, and then some rear delts with the machine that goes like that. So, and then of course some chest, but not pull cable chest because my chest is sore, so I don't want to push it. Especially when today I might do 4 more hours, which is going to be about 11 and a half hours. If I don't get picked for OT, then I leave at 2 o'clock. Unless one of the leads, which is the supervisor, tells us like, hey, can you stay like an extra hour? Then okay, I'll be here an extra hour. You know? No. $8 gas is probably happening around LA, like more over there. Over here is between the cheapest I found so far is probably $5.30, $5.40. And then it goes up. I see some places are about $6. The cost is pretty much like Biden numbers. You know what I mean? It's pretty much around there, man. It's like Biden's numbers. Like when he got the when Biden won the went in, got sworn as president. The gas prices were pretty ridiculously high, man. I don't know if it was his fault. I don't want to get into that because, you know, everybody always changes their opinions about that. You know, it's not. It's kind of like, oh, it's not the president's responsibility that the gas prices are high. But then when the gas prices get down, people say, oh, thank you, Mr. President, you dropped the prices. You know what I mean? While others say, I thought he had nothing to do with the gas prices. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into that. I'm just telling you how it was during Biden. And the gas prices were around this price right now. You know what I mean? So, I mean, all I can say is that this fucking dumb Iran war better fucking be done already, man. I heard that there's a ceasefire already. I don't know. But he said it was going to last a couple of weeks. We'll see. If it does, okay, I'm cool. But if this shit keeps going for a year, 2 years, 3 years, if not more, I'll be like, what the fuck? We're back to this shit, Trump. I don't agree with this shit because it's like, dude, I don't want to pay high price gas prices again. I was paying fucking $4.50 and shit. Whatever, man. I fucking don't like war, dude. I just don't like it, man. Would this Iran war cost the Republicans the White House on the next election? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not thinking about that right now. Put it this way, dude. This is just my opinion. But if you're busy now and you got a job, you got things you got to do, you don't got time to be looking at too much drama on the internet. You know what I mean? If you're somebody who's got too much time on their hands, then I wouldn't be surprised if you hang around the internet all the time and shit like that. I don't do that, you know. I don't do that anymore. This is why we got people like Marshall that goes around and fucking say, statistics show. Yeah, you rely shit on the internet, dude. Not everything is true on the internet, but bro, you gotta stay busy and do stuff outside. And me, I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. I'm too fucking busy with work, and I mean, I don't mind the work. I mean, I'm just building on speed, and you know, I feel like I've gotten better the more some people have given me their tips and I'm taking their advice. See, the thing about me with work, dude, I don't get mad or annoyed if somebody comes and gives me a tip. I'm very welcome and thankful if you give me a tip. Let me see if it could work for me better than what I was doing previously. Yesterday, somebody gave me advice of how to do, I'm not going to say which job it is, but it had to do with placing a book and then using a computer and all that. My way was okay, but this next way, like, makes it go like almost a second quicker, which isn't that much, but when you're like on like, you know, one box comes your way, one box comes your way, that saves you up a lot of time. That 1 second is a lot of time saved, especially when you got to do over 2,000 you know, items, you know. Hey Isaac, I'm almost at my job, but these two fat ass trucks for some dude, this is the first time I saw a truck here. And the worst part, these two trucks are hogging both lanes, so they're going at a super slow speed. And I'm hoping one of the trucks move out of the way so they can let all of us go through, because this is ridiculous. Okay, one of them moved out of the way, thank God. I should be in my job like in about 5-6 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna get there my job on time. But the thing is, our job tells us that we need to get there like 5 minutes before the shift starts, because we got to write our paperwork in and our information down, and that takes a couple minutes. I'm definitely not going to have time to get water, so, but that's okay. I could wait 2 hours. See, I'm thirsty as hell because I got on the machine today. I did walking and jogging because I felt tired. So what I'm going to do now, since I'm at the gym, I'm going to use some of the other equipment, like most notably the Stepmaster, the one that has like a steps and you walk up and up and up and it keeps going. I'm going to use that tomorrow. Yeah, definitely I'm going to use that tomorrow instead of jogging, because Stepmaster is a good exercise. It gets your heart rate up. So, but I don't know if I should use it tomorrow when I get there and then do weights afterwards. I'm not sure yet. You know, I'm not sure. I gotta remember, like, I gotta remember, dude. It's not like back then when I used to work at the bakery business where I worked like about 6 hours and I got out. See, I had a lot of pros, but of course cons at that job. I could have made my own hours. I could leave anytime. There was nobody looking over my neck and stuff like that. And I told myself, dude, I'm going to be a little worried that when the day comes and shit gets shut down and I get another job, and I definitely have a boss. But I always believe that, you know, if you're willing to and you're acceptable person, like you accept it, you will adapt and adjust. And I pretty much adapted quite well. I don't have any beef with no one. No one doesn't have beef with me. I say thanks. I'm courteous with everybody. Even the people next to me, I try to help them out and stuff. You know what I mean? Don't need to, but I want to be courteous and respectful to everybody. So pay attention to the road. Yeah, Nikki or Nicole. I didn't see your name that well. I am paying attention. You saw my stream. I would have to say 98, 97% of the time I'm looking in front of me. The job's not that bad. Just need to build the speed up, which I feel like I am getting better at it. And I think it's good that I am getting overtime because, hey, I'm getting paid. But at the same time, it gets to a point where it's like, you know, they'll be like, hey, you know, this guy does overtime. He's, you know, somebody called me a simp for doing that, but it's like, dude, I want to get paid, since I might not get my dad's money because there's no money at all. Okay, I don't know if I would believe that since my dad told me about it. I think if si Dios quiere, which means if God wants me to, people use that word in Spanish, si Dios quiere. Like, all I can say is if everything goes great, you know, hopefully I get somewhere to live close by this job here, because this area here is not that bad. It's not LA County, which is a huge plus, by the way. It's a huge benefit. Tremendous, superb benefit. Because when I went to LA to go pick up some paperwork to do my taxes this Monday, because Monday we're not going to go to work because there's like a like a holiday at my job, not national, just at that job. So, we're not going to work. Okay, so it's barely 5:23 right now. My clock is always going fast. I don't know if the volume is going to cut off, but I'm like about maybe 1 minute away from my job. I turned off my mic because I'm getting myself ready. I already have everything. Oh yeah, I'm about a block away. I'm already here. All right, so I did get here on time. Good, awesome. So it is possible. It is possible for me to go work 8 hours, and if they ask me for overtime, I do overtime. I get out, I have breakfast, I go to sleep. It's possible to wake up early as long as I fall asleep and not stay up an hour or 2 hours like Monday night. Go to the gym at 2 in the morning, and then go back home, have breakfast, blah 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 blah, and go to work. It is possible. It's, yeah, I mean, you're cutting it short, but hey, at least you'll get to work on time. Did I smash the aluminum can that was down there? All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.